Hello, friends. How are you? So if you follow me on Facebook, you will know that I did a Facebook Live yesterday about something I read on CNBC, talking about potentially a proposal to forgive student loans, um, as a way. I think it was as a way to maybe placate or try to pander for votes. But that kind of article, as I sort of shared on Facebook yesterday, kind of gave me some agitated me. Right, I was kind of upset, and the more I've thought about it all day, I sort of just wanted to come back to it and talk about what's really the root of this. So, first and foremost, just again to come clean, right? I am someone who paid for their college. Right, my parents did graciously pay for books, but I was out of the house at 19. I was married, and I saw higher education as the ticket to more income. That was how my 19-year-old brain translated education. Right, in my family circle, no one at the time had a 4-year degree, and I believe at this point, other than my sister who got one after me, we're the only ones, either side, all cousins, aunts, uncles, all of them, to have a 4-year degree, and I went on to get a master's degree. That all said, I'm sharing that with you because I am someone who decided on purpose to go get extra education. And because I was out on my own, I took student loans. I don't remember exactly, but I want to say I had somewhere between $40,000 and $60,000 in student loans. Right, I saved some because I did go to junior college first, which was rather inexpensive. I think it was like $5 a unit or something, so that was paid for. But when I went to Santa Clara for my undergrad, and then a year or so after graduation going back and getting my MBA, that all came with student loans. So again, I share this with you as someone who had student loans and came from a family situation where certainly was considered low income, right? So I come to this knowing that I made that decision, right? But here's the deal, right? I believe over time there has been some kind of pivot where higher education became this thing that everybody had to have, kind of regardless. And I think what's transpiring, again, and I share this just based on my research, lots of young adults are coming out of school with tremendous amount of debt. I believe the average was where I was, and mine was 20 years ago or something. So do inflation on my debt, it was even higher. But anyways, some are coming out with this debt and not really wanting to have gone there. And that's where we need to come back. And that's the hint of this post and why on this channel, because I think, as we saw from Kendall over the weekend, right, 14-year-old young man, right, if you want to give entrepreneurship a shot, you have a passion for something, we shouldn't, as parents, force people to go to school, force people to have debt when that wasn't their choice, right? People are 18, at least most cases, when they go after college, which makes them legally an adult. And they should have the right, if they want to go do something else, to not take on that student debt. And, but if you do, you should pay it back, right? This whole idea about giving something away or, taking something, signing an agreement, and then having somebody come out and just artificially wash it away, that's, I don't know what, the only thing that jumps in my mind is that's kind of a socialist behavior. And we live in the greatest country on the planet and very capitalistic and all of that. So I think when an adult makes a decision that they're saying, hey, I want to do a higher education for X or Y, and I'm going to borrow relatively cheap debt to go after that, that's a great decision, right? You're betting on your future. However, if you're doing it just or because you're being forced to, or something else, I think society needs to change and realize that being an entrepreneur is a great idea. And frankly, college will always be there. right? You can get a college degree in the evenings. You can get a college degree online. There's lots of ways to do that now with technology. So I guess I'm sharing this with you because, I believe being an entrepreneur, and specifically a real estate entrepreneur, is a great idea. I did it as a side hustle after getting an advanced degree and working my tail off during the day. However, as I've interviewed probably 25-30% of the people on this YouTube channel, lots of people just jumped in with both feet and went after it. And they should be equally proud of what's happening and going on, right? You do not, when I sign a loan document, it doesn't ask for my college degree. It doesn't say Michael Zuber, I think I had a bachelor's of science and an MBA, right? That doesn't appear anywhere. It doesn't appear anywhere on a loan application, to my knowledge. So it's okay, right? If you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a real estate entrepreneur and you don't have a college education, no problem. I've interviewed a couple of people on this channel who don't even have high school educations, right? Meaning they didn't graduate their senior year of high school. And they're doing just fine, right? When you get in this business, it's about who you are, what you're going after. As long as you can communicate and talk with sellers, you run a good business, you find motivated sellers, you create value, you create a buyer's list, you're very approachable, you're professional. Pretty much anything past, I don't know what it would be, 10th, 11th grade, kind of the extras, right? Now, again, I'm not coming on here and saying that college education is bad. That's not what I'm saying. I'm, again, someone who went to college, got a 4-year degree, and decided to go get a master's degree. So clearly I'm a fan. However, I don't think it's right for everyone. And I think forcing people to go do that and get into debt that they are going to have a hard time paying back is foolish and a bad idea. Real estate investing gives everyone options, and it does, when you make a purchase, it doesn't ask for your college education, and that should be great. So again, I don't like the idea of giving things away arbitrarily. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't like pandering. I do think there are some folks in low income areas or low income that should get automatic scholarships if they've proven to go after it. And, education shouldn't be hidden from folks, but that decision should be made up front, not after the fact, right? I do believe there should be more scholarships or more hardships or whatever those are called, because I believe there's a lot of people that should go to college and want to go to college for all the right reasons that can't for some dollar amount. I think we need to fix that. However, I do have a problem with going, hey, I want to get a 4-year degree. I want to borrow $50,000. And then when I graduate, I don't want to pay it back. I have a problem with that. I don't like that, right? So in the end, I'm a fan of real estate entrepreneurship. If you want to do that full time, last time I checked, it doesn't ask for what college you went to or what your degree's in. Get after it, go for it. I wish Jerry and Kendall in their, over the weekend, their interview to go after it. I hope Kendall makes more than his teachers when he's a senior in high school. I think that'd be a great story. And at the end, I'm going to let this article now that I've talked about it 2 or 3 different times, let it go and hope it was just all a bad dream. All right, everybody, have a great day.